friends. Hope that you're having an awesome day today. And one of the things that I saw happening last week is that the new launch of membership.io, that is Searchy, they rebranded, and I started looking into their new community feature. And it's leveraging hubs. And I'm like, okay, how can we integrate Clickfunnels so I can manage all my CRM and everything centrally, and also provide access to this new option in Searchy. So what we're gonna be doing is gonna be giving you a little bit of a breakdown of the thinking process and why we wanna do it. And then I'm going to show you how we can integrate both. So let me just dive right in. So again, what I'm gonna do is I wanna be able to integrate both of them. First thing, so when someone coming to my page, I can have a rich experience, or let's say that I already have a product and I want to leverage some of their functionality in this new membership.io. Could be that you want to grant them access to a hub or to the community feature, or that you want to centralize your email marketing directly in ClickFunnels. So the idea is that you're going to come into a ClickFunnels page. When somebody register, then they will end up going and granting them access so they can get access to their community in membership.io or Searchy. So let's then look at the why. Like I mentioned, I want to centralize the customer data so I can use ClickFunnels CRM and all the great things that I could do with it. I can automate the campaigns, and then I can have more granular control in how I do everything. So now that we know why, let's jump right here, and I'm gonna show you. So the whole idea is that we want to be able to grant them access so they can come in and register, and I can control where they go. So all this on the backend is a Searchy hub. So let me go here, and you can create different hubs. And when you go into your dashboard, the audience is the user. So we want to be able to control how we bring them in so they can get access. So the first thing that we're going to do is that in our ClickFunnels environment, you're going to create your funnel. Okay, so you're going to create your funnel the normal way that you will create a funnel. So let me give you an example. So this is a basic funnel. So when you come in here, you're going to click join, and you're going to put your first name and email, and that will then send the information to grant you access in membership.io. On the backend, the way that we do this is that we leverage ClickFunnels workflows. So when you come into your workflows, I'm gonna create a new workflow. I'm gonna go community, and I'm gonna select the opt-in, because when somebody sign up the information and they click submit, that's an opt-in. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do, I want to be able to tag that user. So this is regular ClickFunnels, or how you manage your customers. So I'm gonna out here, I'm gonna create the step. And all that I need to do here now is that I need to send this through a webhook. The next step will be I click the plus sign. On the left, I go all the way to the bottom and I click webhook. And in here, I need to get that webhook URL. Where do I get that? In this case, we're going to be leveraging Zapier, because they have a connection also with Searchy to pass the information that we need. In this case, we need to use Zapier because of that connection that Searchy needs, or membership.io. So you add a webhook. I'm gonna copy the URL, and I'm gonna put a name in here. Okay, so what does this mean? When someone comes in and the trigger of opt-in happen, they'll go through this process to tag them and send their information so they can get access into the community. I need to turn this on, enable. So now we have the community part ready in ClickFunnels. Let's jump into Searchy so we can configure Searchy or membership.io for what we need. Okay, so in here, I had to go into audiences. And when you have your audiences, one of the things that you want to be able to configure a tag with those audiences. So I'm going to add a tag. So you see, I can have a lot of different hubs, but I'm going to edit a tag and I'm going to use a community demo tag that I have created here. If you don't have a tag, you have the option to edit the tag in the bottom here. So I can go. If you don't have a tag, you can actually come into your settings and you could go into your data. And in here you can define the community tag. So I'm going to define a new tag. So it matches what I have in ClickFunnels. And what this does is that it will organize everything and you can grant different rights based on the tags. You don't need the tag to grant access to the hub, but it helps you. So I'm not gonna go into the permissions inside Searchy just so you can grant access and have everything similar on both ends. So now we have the hub configured. Now we have ClickFunnels configured. Now we need to send the data to Searchy. So let's go into Zapier. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go and we're gonna add a new step. And if you don't have the app connected, you can just look for Searchy and connect it into your environment. Okay, so let's go here. I'm gonna register for the community. Again, the idea is to capture the information. This will end up in the confirmation page. Thank you for joining. Now, okay, so we're gonna pick the add or update audience. And then in here, it's gonna ask us for information so we can bring all these details from the webhook. If I have the phone, access to the different hubs that I want to email them the login information. And remember that we mentioned about tagging them. Now in here, I can bring a tag if I know, or if I know a tag in search membership.io, I can tag them in here and I click continue. Test step. Voila, we got access. So if I go into my Searchy account and I look at manage audiences, I have a brand new user ID. When I come into the account, I see that it has a tag that I brought from the information and also a community access to that environment. So let's check the email that we received from Searchy. Okay, so here we have the email that arrived directly from membership.io or Searchy, that it has your community name. You just joined to this community hub. And when you click this link, it will open you to that community. So let's go there. So when you click the button, it's gonna ask you to then go through the onboarding on your community, on your hub. So here you can finish adding the details, add a password. And as soon as I click this complete setup, that will be the onboarding to my hub. And there's different things that you can do in the membership.io on the search side as soon as you click the button. But just for this, it will gonna give us the access. And there we have it, my friends. We just added a new user and control now everything from our Clickfunnels environment to give them access into membership.io, or Searchy as we know it for the last couple of years. So my friends, it has been awesome to see you again. I hope to see you in our next video. And until then, have an awesome day.